Okay, so if you don't know what's going on, is I'm I'm in need of a miracle, in need of some help, in need of some advice, like right now. We'll put this up over here. Now, what's going on? 3 days ago, I lost my best friend, Steve. Um, as you can hear from my crying and whatnot from my previous videos, I lost somebody that meant the world to me. That for once in my lifetime, I I was treated as a friend. I had a friend. We were friends, and I lost him. Um, I just I just found out today he had an enlarged heart and he had water in his lungs, COVID, that he passed away in his sleep, but it doesn't help me at all because I'm one of those people that I'm gonna punish myself and beat myself up over all this. But that's here nor there. I was just informed today that they're gonna sell my place. They're gonna sell the house that I'm living in. And then that they're rummaging and picking through Steve's memories and all his stuff. So out of a whim, I asked them if there was any way that they could rent or sell me his house so I could move in and I will take care of all this stuff and his memories and everything because that's how much I cherished him. That's how much I respected him. And that's how much I loved him. I told him, I always told him he was my only friend and my only family and that I would die making sure that fucking he was respected. The motherfucker died on me, and it wasn't supposed to be the plan. I was supposed to go. He was supposed to be fucking taking care of my dogs and everything, and I let him down. He ended up going, and I'm letting him down. His family wants to go through his stuff and start selling his stuff off immediately, and already have done so. And I just want his memories to stay there. The whole area, the whole neighborhood loved him. And I don't want that memory of him to be just taken away from me and from the I guess it's more selfish from me. So I'm looking for any advice or help that may you guys may know of. Maybe some scams that I could do in order to get 50 grand so I can get a down payment and give it to him and just say, here's the down payment for Steve's fucking shack. Let me move in and let me take care of his memory. But I don't have any family or friends. The only friends that I have, or the only friend I had, passed away on me fucking 3 days ago. So that's the issue I'm having right now is how can I get this money in order to keep Steve's fucking memories safe, respected. So if you have any ideas, please share them with me. I'm dying. I need to know of another. Maybe I'm fucking. Maybe some advice or help can fucking trigger something that I can put into play, or Sorry, I haven't been sleeping. I haven't been eating. This death has taken a lot out of me, and I just don't know. All I know is I need to respect his memory. I need to keep his memory alive. He was a good man, and I want to keep his memory going. I just don't know how to do this. Never in my life has somebody ever affected me this much, ever. Nobody's ever given me the time. Nobody's ever fucking forced this fucking emotions up upon me because nobody's ever given me the time or the day or anything. And I know this may sound fucking crazy and whatever, but I'm loyal. I am loyal to a T, and I just, I guess, got to do it for him. I need to do it for him. For everything he's done for me, I need to do it tenfold back. I know people won't understand. I know fucking people will just look at me and say that guy's a loser. He's crazy. And yes, I am a loser. I am crazy. I am whatever. You can't fucking run me down. But the one person that never ran me down, that accepted me for me, was Steve. His opinion and respect meant everything to me, and I can't lose it. So please, if you have any advice or help, if you want to loan me 50 fucking grand, that'd be great. Just let's do this as soon as possible so I can get the house as soon as possible. So I can get the memories and still be that better man that Steve showed me how to be. So if anybody's got the time, fuck. So if anybody's got the time, please do send me some advice. Please do send me some help. I'm trying to save something that means a lot to me. It's the memories of my fucking friend. It's everything he's done for me. It's the fact that he's shown me I could be a better person. Can you smoke two at once? I am looking for advice or help on how I could raise $50,000 so I can make a down payment. So my buddy's family doesn't sell his house and all his stuff doesn't get picked apart and vultured. My friend meant a lot to me, not in a gay way or anything. I hope nobody's thinking of that, but throughout I'm a scoop survivor. I've never had any family, and the people that I did have um, used to abuse me and tell me how fucking much of a piece of shit I am and how much of a loser I am through my whole life. And I believed that up until some years ago. Like 4 years ago, I ran into this guy named Steve. Turned out to be a good friend. Turned out to be my landlord. 3 days ago, he passed away on me in his sleep. He never told anybody, but he had an enlarged heart and he had COVID or water in the lungs. They're saying COVID or something. He passed in his sleep. Um, I knew something was wrong, so I broke into his house and found him. I left. He had my dog with him because when he lost his dog, um, for me to, for me, I guess this is selfish. For me to know that I know he's good, I used to send my dogs over to him so he could, so he had somebody there for him, because he was alone. He lived in this house. He had a big fence. He has a big fence in the backyard of it. He fucking, he was a shut in just like me. So I was always worried that fucking he would die alone in his house and nobody would know. And sure enough, I went over to his house on fucking Tuesday morning. I got a bad feeling. I kept trying to get into his house, kept trying to get into his house. I didn't want to break into his house. I kept fucking forcing myself not to break into his house because I was worried about me being selfish. I was worried about me thinking if I break into his fucking house, I could fuck up and I could go to jail and fucking whatnot. I wasn't thinking about breaking into his house and saving him or helping him. I was worried about me going to jail. So I kept fucking hesitating. I hesitated. I hesitated. And then finally, I just fucking, after 5 hours, I broke into his house and found him. My only friend. I found him and my dog there. Now he's been so good to me. He was there for me when nobody else was there for me. He always looked upon me as a friend. He never looked down on me. We had our arguments. Our last argument being over this Trump America 51 state. He was sitting there saying, "Oh, it's gonna happen," and I'm sitting there saying, "It's not gonna fucking happen." We got into an argument. We went our different ways. We came back a couple of fucking hours later, and everything was hunky dory. And that was just last week. The last time I seen him was Saturday. He called me and said, "Do you need to go get some groceries? It's a cold snap. I know you need your Coke. I can give you $10 to get your Coke." I said, "Great." We went and got our Coke. We did our talking and bullshitting that we usually do. Laughed, drove around. Patty was fucking with us. I jumped out, grabbed my stuff. Patty fucking wanted to stay. I looked at him. He said, "Yeah, sure. Patty's good to go. She can come and visit me for the night." I called him Sunday afternoon. He goes, "No, no. Me and Patty are still playing. It's good to go." I didn't call him Monday like I should have. And then Tuesday, all hell broke loose and I lost him. I broke into his house and fucking found him. And the concerning and the thing that I'm killing myself about is that there was a butt dial on Sunday, late Sunday night. And he's done that before where I've called him and I freaked out. I called him and I fucking waited up all night until he fucking woke up and answered his phone. And I used to say, "What's wrong? What's going on? I got a fucking late night call. I got a butt dial, a face to face." I'd freak out. And he would laugh at me and say, "No, no, it must have been a butt dial." So when the butt dial happened on late Sunday night, I just thought the same thing. I ignored it. Well, he was he passed in his sleep Monday. They're thinking, I don't know what the idea is or what's going on, but now I was just informed today that they're selling this house that I'm living in, and they're going to probably sell his house that he was living in. So I sent them a message saying, "Is there any way I could rent or buy his house so his memories can keep living on?" And from the looks of it, I'm just talking to dead air. So, yeah. So, anyway, I'll just keep yapping on. Nobody's listening anyway. Maybe that's better. I'm used to fucking people not listening to me or talking to me. The one person that did fucking listen to talk to me died on me. So I want to keep his memory alive. I want to fucking buy or rent his house. I'm trying to, if I can, I'm thinking if I could raise $30,000 to $50,000, then that'd be enough to put a down payment on his house and take over his payments or something. Yes, I am Canadian. Doesn't really matter because there's nobody watching. So He was one of the reasons why I stopped fucking being a criminal hardcore and turning the other way and going the other way. He is the reason why I want to open up an organization for people like me that are alone, that that need somebody in or around them to help battle loneliness, a friend like Steve was to me. That's the kind of organization that I'm trying to fucking build up now for people that fucking are alone, either by fucking choice or by circumstances. They're alone, and I know how being alone is it's a killer. It's a silent killer. So my idea, and I know a lot of people pointed out that these churches and these community halls have little gatherings where people can get together and whatever. And my thing is, friendship doesn't come between business hours. And when you have to go to a church or a community center, you kind of are forced to act in a different way. So my organization or my idea is to help bring friends together, is to transport one friend to another, and maybe those two friends go shopping like Steve took me shopping in order to get me out, kind of thing. So that would be my organization, is let friends hook up fucking together, let them fucking become friends. So what happens to Steve doesn't happen to anybody else that are good people that ended up alone by circumstances. I have accepted I'm going to die alone. I have accepted I have no family, no friends, and when I die, I'm going to get a welfare grave, and that'll be the end of me with a little tick, and that'll be it. I've accepted that. I have not accepted that somebody like Steve, good people like Steve, are forced to die like me and die alone, and that shouldn't be right. And I don't think Steve should have died alone. He did have my Padawan with him, his girlfriend. Padawan loved him more than life itself. So at least I know that he didn't die alone. He died with somebody or somebody that loved him a lot, and it's affecting him or it's affecting her and it's affecting me. But I don't want other people to have to go through that. So that's what my agency or organization or my idea that I want to start is for, so that people fucking don't die alone, that they fucking, when they do fucking pass, that they don't have to worry about my body being found fucking a week later because of fucking people complaining about smell or anything. The respect will be there for them when they need it. Because Steve showed me one thing. I went through 52 years of fucking being alone. Sorry, 50, 49, 48 years of being alone. Having nobody, no family. And the only family I had beat me, told me how much of a piece of shit I am. The whole society told me I'm a piece of shit. How I'm going to be nothing. It was Steve that said, no, you're a good man. You're a friend. And I'm going to look after you. I just want to do the same for him and for fucking people like him that are good people that need that fucking, when they go or fucking whatnot, they have that one friend, that one person. And it was Steve that showed me that I could go through life the whole fucking whatever. But what he gave me was his friendship, was the most important thing I've fucking never had. So that's what fucking my thing is about. I know here I am, tears in my eyes, sounding like a little mutt, whatever, asking for help and advice. I'm such a fucking loser. What have I ever done for fucking society? And you're right on all that. It's what I'm trying to do now. And it's trying to, who I'm trying to do it for, and in memory who I'm doing it for now. But like I said, I'm talking to dead space, so I guess it doesn't really matter. And I guess I'm not going to get the help or the advice I'm asking for. I see all on this social media about people asking and getting help and advice, but like I guess it doesn't pertain to somebody like me. Maybe I should just stop listening to Steve and what Steve said, saying I was a good man, and listen to what everybody else says, that I'm a piece of shit, that I don't deserve fucking whatnot, and that I should just fuck off and die. I'm gonna have to take all that into consideration. So that's all I was asking for, was some help, some advice, some kind of some kind of guidance in order to save the memory of my buddy that showed me the one thing that I needed, friendship. That fucking I needed somebody. And I'd like to show other people that the same thing, that they fucking, there is a time, and I found out that there is a time when you need a friend. My friend just passed, and in memory of him, I want to make sure people like him, that are good people like him, don't go through what he went through. And so, to get my fucking brain rolling, or to get some of this remorse or whatnot out, I'm gonna kill some things. I'm gonna shoot some things in the face, and hopefully something will come to me. I'm hoping that I'm hoping and praying that something good will happen, or some good advice will happen, or that his family will rent his house to me and whatnot. So, what does it matter? Nobody's listening to me anyway, so fuck it. Mm. Oh, okay. Still no votes. Look at that. I love how life always reminds me just how much of a loser I am. No. I lost my only friend who happened to be my landlord. His family's selling the house. I'm homeless. Only way is for me to fucking to save his memory and his legacy is to buy his house or he's gonna be forgotten. As I said, Steve was the only person in my fucking 52 years of existence that treated me as a friend, that treated me as a brother, that fucking didn't look down on me. So, by hook or by crook, I have to fucking make him proud. His memories. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I just have to do this.